Ranvir was feeling very good to see Mahi's possessiveness for himself. He was just listening to Mahi's innocent talks while looking at her. Ranvir was feeling so innocent at that time that he wanted to hide his little cute wife somewhere from the eyes of this world forever. He looked at Mahi's eyes lovingly and said, "Yes, Baba, Ranvir is only for Mahi and will always be for Mahi." Saying this, he put his lips on Mahi's red lips and started kissing her lovingly. He took out the pin of Mahi's bangles with one hand, which opened Mahi's silky hair and scattered on her back. Ranvir now passionately started kissing Mahi. This time, Mahi did not stop Ranvir. It seemed as if she was also able to feel the hidden feeling in Ranvir's kiss. Seeing Mahi's reaction, Ranvir became even more excited. After a long passionate kiss, he moved away from Mahi a little. Now both were taking long breaths. Mahi's eyes were looking very intoxicating at that time. She had turned slightly red due to crying. Due to the long kiss, she had a slight swelling on her lips, due to which she was looking even more attractive. Seeing Mahi, Ranvir was feeling that if he does not get away from Mahi at this time, then today he will not be able to control himself. Thinking this, Ranvir got up from Mahi's lap and then stood facing her. He took a deep breath and said, "You change." Saying this, he moved towards the balcony. Mahi kept looking at Ranvir for a while. Then she got up and went towards the washroom. Ranvir came to the balcony and smoked a cigarette. He started taking long breaths. He thought in his mind, if I had gone ahead of him today, then maybe I would not have been able to stop myself. Today, even if it was unknowingly, you showed that there is a feeling for me in your heart too. You too cannot tolerate me with anyone else. After knowing this feeling of your mind, I cannot wait any longer. I want to make you mine completely. I am just waiting for your yes. Thinking this, Ranvir smoked about 5 cigarettes one by one. There, Mahi changed and came straight to the bed. She was feeling very tired. And she was lying down with her eyes closed. Ranvir came to the room. Then he looked at Mahi and moved towards the washroom. After a while, he also changed and came. By then Mahi was asleep. He put a blanket on Mahi and held her from the waist and brought her close to him. Then he filled Mahi in his arms and went to sleep. When Mahi woke up in the morning, she did not see Ranvir on her bed. Mahi also checked the washroom. But Ranvir was not there. Mahi said to herself, "Did Ranvir get ready quickly and go down?" Saying this, she shook her head and went into the washroom. There, on the dining table, maid was serving breakfast for everyone. All the family members were present on the dining table except Ranvir. Mahi came down, but Ranvir was nowhere to be seen. So she asked Anita, "Mother, where is Ranvir?" Anita said while serving breakfast, "Son, he left the city early in the morning for some work. He said that I should tell you after you wake up." Mahi thought to herself, he did not even tell me where he went. Then she heard Rudra's mother's voice in her ears. So her attention went that way. Sunita told Rudra, "Rudra, you have to go to the doctor to see Sarika today. She has not been well for a few days." Rudra said while having breakfast, "Yes mom, we are leaving after having breakfast." Sarika did not come to the dining hall. And Rudra had already served her soup. Then Mahi also took her breakfast and went to Sarika's room. Sarika was sitting on the bed with a headrest. And she was using her phone. Mahi also sat next to her. And started having breakfast there. She asked Sarika, "Sister, why are you vomiting so much? Did you eat something wrong outside?" Sarika had some idea about what was happening with her. But she wanted to confirm with the doctor once. She said while laughing, "No Mahi, I did not eat anything wrong. Maybe it was because of the food at home." Mahi said, "Sister, should I come with you?" Sarika said, "No Mahi, I will come soon. Now you concentrate on your studies. Your exams are also coming." Mahi and Sarika were talking when Rudra came there. Mahi started going from there. Then stopped and said to Rudra, "Brother-in-law, do you know where Ranvir has gone? Rudra looked at Mahi and said, yes, he has gone to Mumbai. And will come back by tomorrow. Mahi nodded her head and left. Mahi was going towards Ruhi's room. And was thinking. Suddenly, what work has come? That you left early in the morning. And did not even tell me. There Anita ji and Sunita ji were sitting in both the halls. Talking to Dadi. Sunita ji said to Dadi, Ma ji, today Vaishali is returning from abroad. Samira is also coming with her. Dadi said, why is she coming here? To be honest, Sunita, I don't like your uncle's daughter at all. She could have gone to her relative's house. Sunita made a sad face and said, Ma ji, I agree that she is a little mischievous. But she is my sister. Dadi said, yes, but there is a difference between your nature. And there is a difference between the earth and the sky in your nature. Looking at her, it does not seem that she is your sister. Anita ji said, Sunita, does she know about Ranvir's marriage? Sunita ji said, no, Didi, I have not told her yet. You know that she always saw her son-in-law in Ranvir. And she had talked to you many times about this. On this, Anita ji said, yes, but you know that Ranvir did not consider Samira more than a friend. And now there is no use of these things. Sunita ji said, yes, Didi, when she comes, she will find out herself. Anyway, she has not met Sarika yet. She will have to meet her too. Since Samira was in the 11th grade, she had started loving Ranvir. And when she grew up, she also expressed her desire to marry Ranvir in front of her mother. That's why Vaishali ji had talked to Sunita ji many times that she should talk about Ranvir and Samira's marriage in front of Anita ji. Anita ji also had no objection to this relationship. But Ranvir considered Samira only as his friend. And nothing more than that. Rudra and Vedanta also knew very well about Samira's feeling. Mahi was studying with him in Ruhi's room. Ruhi said while straightening her waist, Mahi, let's stop now. We have been studying for a long time. Mahi said, yes, let's go. Let's go down to the garden for a while. Ruhi said while collecting her books, yes, let's go. Let's get some fresh air. Mahi and Ruhi were having fun in the garden. Mahi was very fond of the garden area there. Because there were all kinds of flowers there, on which colorful butterflies were flying. Ruhi saw that a small puppy had come in the garden area. Ruhi ran and caught it. Mahi was very scared of dogs. She stood far away and said, Ruhi, what are you doing? Leave it. How did it come here? Ruhi said while holding the puppy in her hands, oh, it's so cute. It must have come in from the back door. Then she said while moving it towards Mahi, Mahi, you also hold it. Mahi said while moving away, no, keep it away from me. Ruhi said while laughing, Mahi, are you afraid of a small puppy? Saying this, she started running after it to scare Mahi. Mahi said while running, Ruhi, please don't bring it to me. Keep it away from me, please. Ruhi said while running after Mahi, Mahi, pick it up and see. It won't do anything. Mahi was looking at Ruhi while running. She wasn't looking ahead. Then she bumped into someone. And with a loud voice, the person in front of her fell to the ground. Mahi saw that it was a 45-year-old woman who was scratching her back. She was scratching her back. And she was staring at Mahi with anger. That woman shouted and said, can't you see and walk? What if my bones would have broken? By then, Ruhi had also come there. Mahi was a little scared of that woman's shouting. She said in fear, sorry auntie, it happened by mistake. Then she started trying to pick up that woman. Then a voice came from behind, did it happen by mistake or did you do it on purpose? Mahi saw in front of her, a beautiful girl, wearing short clothes, was coming towards her. Her arrogance was clearly visible from her face. Ruhi, who had been watching all this for a long time, looked at that girl and said, why? Do you have any enemy who will deliberately make you fall? That girl said with a big attitude. Ruhi, why are you taking her side? What do you think this is? By then, with the help of a servant, that woman stood up and started staring at Mahi with devouring eyes. She scolded Ruhi and said, Ruhi, you have become very ill-mannered. I will complain about you to Sunita right now. Let's go, Samira. Saying this, she held Samira's hand and took her inside. Mahi saw them leaving and asked Ruhi, who were these two? Ruhi said, holding a puppy in her hand, Vaishali auntie and her naughty daughter Samira. Until 4 years ago, they used to live in the same city. Their house was not very far. Samira used to go to school with Rudra Bhai, Vedant Bhai and Ranbir Bhai. Their schooling was also done together. Saying this, Ruhi took a deep breath and said, now there will be daily drama in the house. Whenever she comes, she brings some or the other storm with her. I don't know why mom lets her come home. Saying this, she also went inside. Behind Ruhi, Mahi also came inside. Vaishali came inside and said, how are you, Sunita? Did you forget your sister? Anita ji and Sunita ji were talking to grandma sitting in the hall. Hearing Vaishali's voice, everyone's attention went towards her. Sunita ji stood up happily and hugged Vaishali ji. Seeing Vaishali ji, Anita ji's face also smiled. While grandma was making a face, she said, here comes the drama queen. Vaishali ji moved forward and hugged Anita ji. Then she touched grandma's feet and said, Ma ji, I missed you a lot. Grandma said with a fake smile, yes, I also missed you a lot. And, is everything fine there? Did you have any problem in the journey? Then Samira also came running from behind and hugged Sunita and Anita ji. Behind her, Ruhi and Mahi also came. Seeing Mahi, Vaishali's face turned. She asked Anita ji, Anita, who is this girl? Today, because of her, my back is about to break. Anita ji was surprised to see Mahi and asked, what happened? Samira told everything a little bigger. After all, what has Rudra gone out for? What new storm are Samira and Vaishali going to bring in Mahi's life? Will the distance between Mahi and Ranbir increase with Samira's arrival? To know more, keep listening to Oh Baby only on Love Pulse Diaries.